ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the New Jersey Repertory Company and to our very first Virtual Gala. I'm Gabe Barabas, the executive producer. Now, tonight is first and foremost a celebration not only of our theater, but our audiences and generous supporters as well, who over the years have stuck by us and enabled us to create a theater that has had a profound effect on the American stage. And what is remarkable is that your support has continued despite the pandemic, and for that we are eternally grateful. In creating our gala, we realized that you know us primarily by the magic and the illusion that you see on our stage year after year, and that rarely do you have the opportunity to peer behind the veil and get a sense of what lies behind this magic, or meet the countless numbers of individuals that work together to conjure what is, after all, an ephemeral and communal art form. We began 22 years ago in an old industrial building that we transformed into a theater that houses our main stage. And more recently, we acquired this remarkable property, a 30,000 square foot elementary school, through the generosity of an anonymous donor that we will ultimately transform into a major cultural center that will serve generations to come. Now, all this, of course, came to an abrupt halt this March because of COVID, but we have not been dormant. If anything, after the initial shock, the last 9 months have been a period of unbridled creativity. Not only have we been organizing our new and sensational next season, but we have presented a wide range of digital programs that have been seen by over 25,000 and include not only our loyal audiences, but viewers from throughout the U.S. and overseas. I've always thought of our theater as a kind of sanctuary, perhaps because of how I feel whenever I walk into a theater and we take our seats and the lights dim, and for a moment we are sequestered from the world. Now, I've calculated that over 2 decades, I have given 3,300 curtain talks, which makes this my 3,301st, and one that I am unlikely to ever forget. And although we are not now physically together, I can still see you all in my mind's eye and invite you, as I have on so many nights before, to join us once again at New Jersey Rep for but another journey together. Tonight you will get to meet some of the actors, directors, writers, designers, and staff who have worked with us over the years, as well as some of our board members and volunteers. And we will be entertained by the cast of the new musical Pin-Up Girls from an upcoming production. And of course, we have a few surprises as well. Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our Mayor, John Pallone. We can't wait to see you all again in our theater. And remember, always remember, to enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm John Pallone, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the impact that New Jersey Repertory Theater has had on the city of Long Branch. I've known Gabe for 10 years. He's passionate, he's tenacious, and he absolutely loves what he's doing. Gabe does everything from programs for the kids here in the city, there's a poetry festival, art in the park, anything you can think of that's art related. Gabe is involved and is always lends a hand to help out. He took a risk with this theater in an area that was not that developed, but he has put Long Branch on the map, not only in New Jersey, but throughout the Northeast. We're a relatively new administration. We came in 2018. The arts has been very important to me in the City Council, and we are expanding upon basically what Gabe has brought to the city of Long Branch. Right now we are under construction with a brand new arts and cultural center We have exhibits. We have some art space in Pier Village. We have artists who have come to live and work in the city. And I can honestly say that a lot of that is a result of what Gabe started 2 decades ago. So I just want to say thank you, Gabe, for all that you do, our continued partnership and collaboration. And finally, for those who are listening to me today, if you're thinking about donating to New Jersey Repertory Theater, believe me, you have somebody behind it who, like I said, is passionate, tenacious, loves what he's doing, and your money will be incredibly well spent.
Hi, Dan Lauria here. I just want to thank you good people for supporting the New Jersey Rep. As you know, the New Jersey Rep has a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to get back on that stage, live. So thank you for keeping live theater alive. God bless you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tanis Deitch. I am the president of the New Jersey Rep Board of Directors. I've been privileged to be involved with this unique theater for the past 15 years. During this time, and since its inception, we've had a front row seat to watch New Jersey Rep evolve from a platform for new plays to a full cultural arts center that is renowned and recognized all over the country and has won many, many awards. I love New Jersey Rep because going to see a production here is an extraordinary experience. You are front row and witness to the energy of new plays, and you feel enveloped by the closeness of the actors. You become part of the intimate experience, which transports us out of our daily lives. I've enjoyed theater all over the world, but nothing can compare with our own uniqueness, energy, and excellence at New Jersey Rep. We're grateful to all of you supporters for being with us throughout the years, and we thank you for all of that. We ask you tonight to remember to be generous again and support us and continue with that. Thank you. Good evening.
Hi, this is Tony Shalhoub. Just want to thank all you good people for supporting live theater. We'll be back.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
I'm Jeffrey Loden,
I'm James Hindman.
and we are the creators of the new musical, The
Pinup
Pinup Girls.
That will be produced next season at New Jersey Rep.
Yay!
Yay! So we got the cast together for a little sneak preview.
So, here are Jillian Lewis, Jess DeJong, Gina Milo, and Barrett Riggins performing the opening number of The Pinup Girls.
Ba-doo bop, boo ba doo bow. Ba-doo bop, boo ba doo bow.
Doobly-a ba doobly-a ba doobly-a ba doobly-a doobly-a ba 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 Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter from me? You know it's been a long, long time since I heard from that boyfriend of mine. There must be some word today from a boyfriend so far away. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter from me? Mr. Postman, standing here waiting, Mr. Postman. Oh, so patiently. For just a card or just a letter saying he'll be coming home to me.
Mr. Postman. Ooh, yeah. Please, please, Mr. Postman. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Dear Mom and Dad, greetings from Saigon.
Hey gang, I
Arigato, that's Japanese. Just landed in Saudi Arabia, never seen so much sand.
Writing you from the trenches of France.
Please, 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 Mr. Postman.
Keep writing, I miss you all.
I've enclosed 3 Japanese yen. I promise I'll write every day.
I kiss every letter and I dream of you.
You gotta wait a minute, wait a minute. Ooh, you gotta wait a minute, wait a minute. Please, please, just wait a minute, wait a minute. You gotta
wait. Hi, everyone. I'm Leanne.
You guys, look who's here.
This is Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan. And I'm Dana.
I'm Joel.
And we're
the Pinup Girls. Wait. Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman, look and see. Oh, yeah. Is there a letter in the bag for me? Please, please, Mr. Postman. Oh, yeah. Since I heard from that boyfriend of mine, Mr. Postman, signs here delivered, I'm yours.
This is just intermission, folks. So with your support, live theater will be back real soon. Thank you.
Hi, this is Congressman Frank Pallone, and I wanted to thank the New Jersey Repertory Company and, of course, Gabe for inviting me to participate in this annual gala. I have to say I've enjoyed some wonderful evenings at the New Jersey Repertory Company, either at the theater on Broadway in Long Branch or at the new West End Arts Center, which I'm so proud of. And I have to stress that I recognize the impact that New Jersey Rep has on our lives. I'm an art enthusiast, and I understand the importance of dramatic performing arts in our community and to our life, particularly the fact that we have original plays that are being performed at the New Jersey Repertory Company. But I also think that they make a special effort, if you will, to examine some really fascinating and difficult aspects of our life and our society. I've never been to a play there that didn't make me think, which is so important. The productions are high quality, they're original, the cast and crew get involved both during the play and afterwards and talking to us about what the significance of the play and what it stands for and the ideals. In a word, the New Jersey Repertory Company makes our lives a lot richer. I know it's been a hard year for all of you and in the performing arts. Unfortunately, with COVID, many of the theaters, really all the theaters, have been closed and haven't been able to reopen because they're small, they're inside, and it's not the type of thing where you can go inside and watch a small production during the pandemic. We are trying to do our best in Congress to help out before theaters reopen. In early October, just a couple of weeks ago, the House of Representatives passed a new coronavirus relief package known as the HEROES Act, and it includes $135 million for the National Endowment for the Arts to help arts centers with their operations during these dark days of the pandemic. But even more important, the package includes the Save Our Stages Act, which provides $10 billion in Small Business Administration grants to independent live venues all across the country that are struggling. This only passed the House, and we still have not an agreement with the Senate and with the Trump administration to get this bill passed. But the fact that we've included these provisions, I think, is important, and hopefully that eventually we can get the Save Our Stages Act passed as part of this larger COVID package or even on its own. But again, let me stress the importance of the New Jersey Repertory Company to myself, to our community, particularly the city of Long Branch. We can't keep those doors closed longer than necessary, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that they continue to be supported and can reopen at some point soon. Thank you again.
Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow
during this pandemic to keep them healthy. We can't wait to open our doors again and get you back into those seats. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pat Addiss and a proud member of the New Jersey Rep Board. And now I have the supreme privilege of introducing John Brielle, who is a brilliant composer and has written a wonderful musical that I saw years ago, and he's now dusted it off out of the drawer and bringing it back to life. It's called Nightmare Alley, and we're going to do one song for Nightmare Alley, I Get By.
Oh, what do you do? A person who no longer lives the big time. Here's to your rainy day. How do you go? You still get up, though nothing's like you used to. Well, the rooster crows anyway. You say the sun will surely rise up when there's no hot meal to eat. You stuff your shoes with paper so you never suffer defeat. Oh, what do you got when there's no pot to pee in? Find a tree and tell a joke and have a smoke and smile a little, style a little, just give it a try. With a wink and a drink, you get by. Oh, you could look in the good book and you would find the reason. The seasons change, you know. Yes, a time for this, a time for that, and wood gets fat, is thinner, and the winters come and they go. You say your jokes no longer matter, and your patter doesn't rhyme. Well, are you slipping down the ladder that you never had to climb? Whoa, what do you got when you've committed not one crime? Get off your ass and have a glass and smile a little, style a little, just give it a try. With a wink and a drink, it's okay. We had our day. We get by.
Hi, I'm Wendie Malick, and I just wanted to say a few words about the friends I have in Long Branch, New Jersey at New Jersey Rep. I got to spend a few months there 2 summers ago doing a play called Closure, written by Rick Dresser and directed by Joe Cacaci. Some of you may have seen it. It was one of the most delightful experiences I have ever had as an actress. We were so well taken care of, and the whole community just couldn't have been more supportive and lovely, and I so look forward to coming back again. Dan Lauria, my niece Gwen Malick, and I are all scheduled to come back and do Tea with the Boss, a new play by Lee Blessing this season. And we may have to postpone it a bit, but we are so looking forward to getting back on that stage and being back in that beautiful place with all of you. So stay safe, stay sane, and hopefully see you very soon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Domingues. I'm a company member at New Jersey Rep, and I have done the plays The Best Man and Love and Murder and countless Theater Brutes readings and workshops there. I wanted to talk about our incredible designers. Every time I have worked and watched at New Jersey Rep, I am consistently impressed by the creativity, the ingenuity, and the absolute genius our designers bring to New Jersey Rep's unique, some might say oddly shaped space. So this is a tribute to them. Jessica Parks, our set designer, Patricia Doherty, our costume designer, Jill Nagel, our lighting designer, Merrick Royce Press, our sound designer, and of course, Brian Snyder, our incredible technical director. We're raising a glass to all of you right now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Snyder, Technical Director for New Jersey Repertory Company. When asked to pick my 3 favorite shows at NJREP, I immediately started to trail back to all of the shows that I'd worked on. I've been fortunate enough to have been part of many since about 2006. What makes a show a favorite for me is a big challenge and really nailing down what we call the wow factor. I love problem solving. I've made things like curved arcades, rotating stage platforms, full stage projection screens. Not all challenges directly involve accomplishing the desired set design. Oftentimes, difficulties are figuring out how to deal with the time restrictions of load-in, or even how to make something happen while not straying too far from the budget. Sometimes the hurdle is as simple as, how are we going to get that in the door? One of my favorite challenges is custom special effects. And for that, I chose I Say, He Say. I was asked to make it snow at the end of the first act. The moment was intense, and the effect was very symbolic and an integral part of the play. With such an intimate stage and a very low grid, I ended up designing a custom snow rig that was low profile, quiet, and could be operated from backstage. Another thing I deal with often is moving parts. In essence, the more moving parts, the more difficult the set. Now, I've done quite a few sets involving tricky pulley systems, trapdoors, pivoting walls, but the one that stands out to me the most is Bone on Bone. There were only a few moving set pieces and no pulleys, but the pieces were very large and they were revealed from hidden positions, which really gave the scene changes that wow factor. The biggest challenge for me was the Jag. The set was really fun. We created a garage workshop, which for me, as someone who loves to fix things and tinker around, is one of my favorite places to be. And of course, there was the car, which was a 1967 Jaguar. The car was a unibody, all one piece. We had to figure out where to chop it just to get it in the door, and how to minimize and distribute the weight for the stage. We had it stripped and cut into sections, which I then welded back together on stage. We had to remove the stage door from its hinges to carry it in by hand. Pretty much everything we used on that set was the real thing. It came out really great, and we were all proud of the final result. Now, there are many more shows that I loved, and there will be many more. I feel privileged to be able to work with such a great team and be part of this company. So from our family here at the Rep to yours, hope to see you soon at the theater. Take care.
Hi, I'm Patricia Doherty, resident costume designer for New Jersey Rep. Over the past years, I've been thrilled to have worked with all of our artists, stage managers, theater staff, and volunteers. And of course, Suzanne and Gabe. It's been an amazing 20 years since Octet, my first show here. When Suzanne and Gabe asked me to talk about our design process, they said to pick out our favorite shows. It's so hard to pick just a couple of favorites. Broomstick was one of the shows most fun to do because of all of the design conversations that we had talking about the look and feel of the magical world that we needed to create. I drew upon the timeless aspects of period folk clothing, incorporating elements of Celtic and Druid symbolism. For the witch's dress, I added multiple appliques and hand-painted symbols along with pieces of trim, medallions, and hidden pockets. And carefully stitched into the trim of the skirt are lines of teeth that our witch says she has harvested under mysterious circumstances. Tilt Angel also required fantastical storytelling. The character of Red, who after a serious injury had built himself a prosthetic claw with hardware from his auto repair shop. Researching the various elements of actual prosthetics, I built this claw out of nuts and bolts, springs, and bicycle brakes. Angel Bones is a pilot who has crashed and burned in a terrible aviation accident. We see him with charred and almost skeletal wings. These wings I built with wire armatures, tubing, screening, and gauze. And then probably the biggest challenge in Tilt Angel was portraying how Lois, the deceased mother, could transmogrify into a vegetable garden. For this, I took as inspiration the Renaissance artist Giuseppe Archipoldo. For this costume, I constructed a padded jumpsuit by gluing and sewing faux fruit and vegetable pieces and grasses onto it. The Puma and Noir required a whole different type of design collaboration to achieve a look of cinematic realism. For Puma, the glamour of film stars Marlene Dietrich, Jimmy Stewart, Paulette Goddard, and the writer Eric Maria Remarque. And for Noir, the gritty, dark street world of cops, crime, and the deadly femme fatale. Puma was very cinematic, tracing the relationships of the characters through many years and locations with multiple high-style and glamorous costumes. One scene had off-camera moments during the filming of Destry Rides Again. With noir, it was crucial to capture the visual style of the film noir genre. All of the costumes were in shades of black, white, and gray, with the only other color being the actors' skin tones, giving the illusion to the audience of actually watching a black and white film. Designing for New Jersey Rep has been a wonderful opportunity to be part of the development of new plays, to be able to explore the challenges of a script that has never been produced before, and to discover the solutions that help bring it to life.
My name is Merrick Royce Press, and I've been the resident sound designer and music composer for the New Jersey Repertory Company since the very beginning, 22 years ago. I'm responsible for the doorbells, the thunderstorms, and the ringing telephones, as well as any music before, during, or after that completes the soundscape you hear in a production. 3 early shows that stand out for me were those that I co-wrote, one in each of the first 3 seasons, starting with Find Me a Voice, a multimedia production adapted from poems based on the Holocaust, which were written by Gabor Barabas, our executive producer. In 2000, I composed the original score for Octet, which was set in a sanitarium whose residents are mute but communicate through their classical instruments. A reporter trying to get the inside scoop becomes herself part of the story. The next year, there was the musical, Immortal Interlude, with the book by Gabor Barabas and Suzanne Barabas, our artistic director, who also wrote the lyrics. It was inspired by the play Death Takes a Holiday, and gave us writers a chance to create a work in a traditional book form, hearkening back to the golden age of theater. Over the next 100 or so productions, I remember some shows that were just sheer fun to design, such as Women Who Steal, which had a Thelma and Louise type story, to period shows like The Housewives of Mannheim, which was one of several productions to move on from its New Jersey premiere and have a life in other theaters. I even got to conjure up a jukebox with a mind of its own in Yankee Tavern, a post-9/11 conspiratorial play with an unsettling ending. There were also British-style farces, like our adaptation of The Hound of the Baskervilles, a fast-paced romp to which I contributed a few bars of arrangements. And finally, one of the most meaningful historical dramas was Butler, inspired by a true Civil War event which has ramifications that are felt even to this day. That production moved on to New York City for its next run. Well, so many more shows beckon to be mentioned, but even in this brief time, it's been a pleasure to share with you some of the contributions I make that help to shape your theatrical experience. I'll see you soon at the theater.
Hi, I'm Jill Nagel, and I'm the resident lighting designer for New Jersey Repertory Company. When the designers were asked to pick 3 of their favorite shows, I quickly realized it's almost impossible. It's like picking your favorite child. But I decided to talk about 3 of the shows we moved to New York City and mounted at 59 East 59th Street. The first show was called The Housewives of Mannheim by Alan Brody. A wonderful show set in the 1940s, I wanted the lighting to have a nostalgic look, but still be vibrant and romantic. My favorite scene was at night, and took place on a fire escape. For that scene, what was most important was to keep a sense of warmth even though the actors were outside at night. I think the lighting captured the height of the romance between the characters and was able to enhance the essence of the scene. This is what I always try to achieve with my lighting. The next show that New Jersey Rep moved to 59 East 59th Street was Jericho, a brilliant script written by Jack Canfora about trying to make sense of life after losing someone in the World Trade Center tragedy. The amazing set design by Jessica Parks was abstract, fragmented, and not literal. I tried to follow that aesthetic with the lighting, making it as sculptural as possible. At times, the actors stand out from the set, and at other times, they were part of the set. Another show that New Jersey Rep moved to New York was Butler, written by Richard Strand. The show was about the harsh reality of war clashing with the warmth of humanity. I made sure to use the warmth of the oil lamps to contrast with the coldness of the fort during the wartime. The challenge in that show was that there was a window on the set, center stage, so making sure it looked right and we got a sense of day to night was important. And of course, I had to have a full moon appearing out there too. When Suzanne and Gabe asked me to be the resident lighting designer years ago, I wasn't quite sure what I was in for, but it has turned out to be a wonderful ride. They have given me so much space to be creative and follow my instincts. It's a designer's dream to have that kind of support. It's been wonderful to work on such unique and creative shows that are the hallmark of New Jersey Rep. I just want to say, cheers to all you New Jersey Reppers out there, and here's to many more years and great shows to come. Good.
Hello, my name is Jessica Parks, and I'm the resident scenic designer at New Jersey Rep. For 17 years, I have worked for this incredible little theater, and each new season has brought with it shows that present interesting new challenges and inspiring artistic possibility. When I look back at the amazing things that we've been able to do on our little postage stamp of a stage, I am filled with a sense of awe that I get to work with some of the most wonderful and talented artists in the industry, some of whom you've been able to meet tonight. Because without them, my designs are just scribbles on paper. Working new plays means I get to create brand new worlds, and as our audience, you get to be its first visitors. How did Dr. Seuss say it? Oh, the places you'll go. In Broomstick, we lost our way in the woods, spent a restless night in the Appalachian Mountains, and enjoyed the peculiar hospitality of a terribly misunderstood witch. The script for this show didn't have any stage directions, which means the playwright didn't tell us anything about the setting, allowing us to create something completely new, completely from our imagination, and absolutely magical, with moving candelabras, a moonshine still, and a magic mirror. On the other side of the world, we visited the penthouse of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Paris, in Swimming at the Ritz. With its massive doors, crystal chandeliers, and courtyard balcony, this show brought with it the challenge of creating a large, luxurious environment in an itty-bitty space. Trying to create the feeling of being surrounded by all the extravagances of high society, then seeing the room as merely a vacuumous shell when all of the adornments had been stripped away. In Wolf at the Door, a play inspired by Latino folklore, we found ourselves roaming the wide open deserts of Mexico in a world that needed to blend a little bit of reality and a little bit of myth and legend. Playing with the hard, handmade structure of the house and natural sculpture of the surrounding world, here we tried to create a place that bridged the divide between the human residents of the hacienda and the roaming spirits of the wolf pack inhabiting the plains. We have even traveled through time and space to beyond the termination point of our solar system and back in Voyager 1. This show starts in the 1970s in a plain, windowless office of NASA during the very beginnings of the Voyager program, then transports us into a future of space exploration where we find ourselves flying through the galaxy using the stars to map our way, bringing back a message of hope from a time once thought lost. We have been to so many places on this stage, and each one has been an amazing adventure. I look forward to the day when we can take you again on a journey to places unseen, to hear stories not yet written, to share experiences of sadness, joy, triumph, and wonderment. Thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope to see you soon at the theater.
Hello everyone, Alfred Molina here with a very big thank you to all of you who are helping to keep live theatre alive in this really dangerous time for all of us. I hope you're all keeping well and safe and indoors and doing all the things that you need to do. But thank you so much for getting involved in keeping theatres all over the country alive, and we'll be back, definitely. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Tucker, and I'd like to tell you my story about the New Jersey Repertory Company. About 7 years ago, I was working on what I thought was going to be my 5th book, and I was having some trouble with it, and about 20 pages in, I realized that it wasn't a book at all. It was a play. And I got very excited about this and charged ahead and finished what became my first play. And at the age of 68 years, I became a young playwright. And this was great, except I had a problem that a lot of us young playwrights have. Where am I going to get my play done? Who's going to produce it? Well, it turned out my wife Jill was working on a play by a wonderful playwright named Jack Canfora and directed by a wonderful director named Evan Bergman. And I was talking to Evan, and he asked me what I was doing, and I told him I had written a play, and he asked me if he could read it, which he did, and he liked it, and he said, let's put a reading together. I work a lot at a theater called the New Jersey Repertory Company. It's a wonderful little theater in Long Branch, New Jersey, a kind of a mom and pop organization. Well, that sounded great to me. And he said, we'll bring them up to listen to the reading and see if they like the play. And we all got set up, and we had our actors all sitting around a table, and the door opens, and in walk Mom and Pop, Gabe and Suzanne. They listened to the play. They offered me to do a public reading in front of an audience at their theater, which I did, and it went over well. And then they did a production of it, my first play. And I was off and running as a playwright. They also did my second play. And I have a feeling they're going to do my third play as well. The New Jersey Repertory Company is my home as a playwright. And Gabe and Suzanne Barabas are my mom and pop. And I couldn't be in a better position.
I've been involved in theater for about 40 years, starting with Crossroads Theater in New Brunswick, and then moving on to become chairman of George Street Playhouse. But ultimately, when I moved down to Long Branch, I fell in love with njrep. Gabe and his wife do a fabulous job. They do amazing things in a very limited space, and it's really a wonderful theater to enjoy. And as Gabe said, I always enjoy.
Hey everyone, it's Sean Astin here. I just wanted to send a note of support to the New Jersey Repertory Company in Long Branch. To have a skilled group of people focusing just on new plays is an amazing contribution to our community. And obviously, in the pandemic, everyone in the dramatic arts has been, like everyone else in the country, put on our back foot. So if there's any way for you to support the New Jersey Repertory Company, you would be helping to ensure the survival and the longevity of a really important piece of social life in our community. So Godspeed, everyone, and thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Jill Eikenberry, and I want to talk about what it's like to be an actor at the New Jersey Rep. Over the years, on Broadway, off-Broadway, I've always come to dread the day when the producers come to see the first run-through. I have always thought of the producers as the suits, and only concerned about the bottom line, worried about results before we were ready to show them results. And sometimes they would come when we had a beautiful, fluid, fragile thing happening between us, the actors and the director, and we would feel squashed or frightened, frankly, about what the producers were going to do to our baby. Well, that doesn't happen at the New Jersey Rep. With Gabe and Suzanne at the head, New Jersey Rep is a family that makes us feel safe. And when we feel safe, we feel free to be creative, to do all those things that you have to do when you're working on birthing a play. And personally, I've done 2 plays at New Jersey Rep, both written by my husband, Michael Tucker. No pressure there. So I have really appreciated the fact that I felt so held, so secure. I felt like Suzanne and Gabe completely trust my process. They believe in my creative process. They believe in me as an actor. And there's nobody like them. So I hope you'll support them as I do.
Hi, this is Richard Benjamin. We all know this pandemic has caused great hardship. Sadly, theaters all across America have gone dark, including our extraordinary New Jersey Rep. Now, New Jersey Rep will be back with your continuing support. And to our patrons and supporters, we thank you for your kind generosity.
souls of poets dead and gone, what Elysium have ye known? Happy field or mossy cavern, choicer than the Mermaid Tavern.
Hi, Jodi Long here. What makes New Jersey Rep special for me is their willingness to take a chance on new work by playwrights and nurture them and help develop their vision of whatever they want to talk about. And I was so grateful for Gabe and Suzanne that gave me the chance to do Surfing My DNA at the theater last year and the year before during Michael Tucker's Fern Hill, which I was also in. And what better than to be at the New Jersey shore, so close to New York City, but yet able to take the kind of chances you want to do in developing your play. So, support them.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Linda Standley, and I'm Vice President of the Board of Directors of New Jersey Rep. When my husband and I moved here from New York City, I was concerned that we would be bored. After all, what was the world of theater like in Monmouth County? Then we discovered New Jersey Rep in Long Branch. New Jersey Rep has a powerful voice that has emitted sound waves across the United States and around the world. It is a mighty force that is carrying out our mission to develop and produce new plays, making a lasting contribution to the American stage, and to be a catalyst in the redevelopment and revitalization of our community.
So much a question of not knowing what to do.
But I just want to thank everybody who's watching tonight. Thank you for supporting regional theater. It's the lifeblood of stage actors. It really is. And it's so important that we keep these theaters going during this very difficult time. So thank you for all your support. God bless.
Hi again.
Hello.
Once more, ladies and gentlemen, here are Jillian Lewis, Jess DeJong, Gina Milo, and Barrett Riggins performing a number from The Pinup Girls.
I'm getting drunk.
Me too.
Making music in a group like in a barbershop quartet is a very intimate experience.
Singing together, we're back on our feet.
I can only imagine that's what it feels like to be a soldier and to bond with your outfit. This is a letter from Color Sergeant George Peters. Dear Vera, the captain refused to ship Joe, Harry, Mel, and me off together, but our persistence paid off once we started singing
My Wild Irish Rose.
To Sergeant Sean O'Malley, he broke down crying and off we went.
The Harmonies.
First place winners at the Regional Barbershop Quartet Competition
3 years in a row.
During World War I, barbershop quartets were topping the charts.
The first boy bands in America.
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
We were the nightly entertainment at Camp Bragg and on the ship heading to France.
We all fall for some girl that dresses neat, some girl that's got big feet. We meet her on the street, then we'll join the army of married boobs to the altar, just like leading lambs to slaughter.
We even got to meet Commander Blackjack Pershing.
When it's over, oh boy, we get it good. Bachelor days we then recall. Rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, doctor, lawyer, merchant, chief. We are all bound for matrimony.
Then it was off to the front.
Goodbye, my Coney Island baby. Farewell, my own true love. I'm gonna go away and leave you. Never see you anymore. I'm gonna sail upon that ferry boat, never to return again. Coney Isle. Goodbye, my Coney Isle. Goodbye, my Coney Island babe. Goodbye, my Coney Island baby. Farewell, my own true love. I'm gonna go away and leave you, never to see you anymore. I'm gonna sail upon that ferry boat, never to return again. So, goodbye, farewell, so long forever. Goodbye, my Coney Isle. Goodbye, my Coney. I'm gonna go away and I'm gonna sail. I'll be home soon. Yours, George.
Hey everybody, it's Reno Wilson. I just wanted to say thank you for supporting live theater. Hang on a little bit longer, keep supporting live theater, and it'll be back before you know it. God bless.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rainbow Room at Rockefeller Center in New York City, where I have spent so many special events, parties, birthdays, and New Year's Eve. My name is Vasi, Laurence, and I am honored to say that I have served on the board of njrep since 2008. I met Suzanne and Gabe about 14 years ago and was immediately taken with their passion for the work they produce at njrep. Their warmth and enthusiasm are contagious, which is why I believe we are all here at this gala right now. You too have been captured by this creative and unique culture. I say unique because I am a producer, and in all my experience in the world of theater, I was so excited to meet two people so dedicated to their mission to develop and produce primarily new plays and musicals, and to make a lasting contribution to the repertoire of the American stage, and to become one of the most revered regional theaters in the United States. During this very difficult time, I was thinking about our patrons, as we all were, and I was contemplating, how can we give back? To thank them for supporting our theater for over 23 years, and especially during this pandemic. Something fun, yet practical, and a remembrance of the challenging time that we're in. And I thought, voila, I'll sponsor an njrep face mask. So after a crash course on how to make a health mask and speaking with doctors and nurses and Zooming meetings with our staff for their input, we organized the njrep Mask Dream Team, which consisted of about 20 volunteers. And I am very grateful to Karen Wharmby, our volunteer director, who reached out to volunteers and encouraged them to come on board. This project and effort was a remarkable and memorable experience for me personally. Our volunteers truly stepped up to the plate, and there were so many steps involved, from washing the fabric, cutting it, distributing the fabric to the sewists, sewing it with certain specs, ironing on the logo, printing the letters to accompany the masks, and then stuffing them in the shipping envelopes. And finally, with the help of my right-hand gal, Jessica Parks, driving and delivering the finished product in these large postal crates containing all of our 750 mask packages to the post office, to the wide-eyed disbelief of the postal workers. I think I can say that we met the COVID challenges. Finally, to quote Mo Willems, a favorite author of mine, science is going to get us out of this, but art will get us through this. Good night, and we look forward to seeing you next year, and hopefully on the njrep stage.
Hi, it's Richard Thomas, and if ever there was a time to show your love and appreciation of the theater, This is it. I want you to give and give generously, please, to the New Jersey Repertory Company so it can thrive into the future as all theater needs to do. It's up to you. Please help.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to give a special shout out to my fellow volunteers. Some of us are board members and even more of us are subscribers, but all of us believe in the importance of live theater and share Suzanne and Gabor's vision for New Jersey Rep. I feel so fortunate to be part of this amazing group, and I wish all of them and all of you a joyous holiday season, good health, and a much better 2021. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kim Brockington. I just want to thank all you wonderful supporters of theater out there for keeping theater alive and well. And just know that we'll be back, better than ever. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay well. Thank you, sincerely.
Hello from Cyberland. This is Joel Stone, the literary manager for New Jersey Repertory Company. It's my job to sift through the hundreds of submissions we receive each year and to pass along the very best for consideration. Now, despite the pandemic, our work here doesn't end. We want our audiences to know that NJREP is alive and well. Since we closed our theater doors on March 13th, we've continued to create uniquely new works in new digital ways. Here is some of the virtual programming we've already provided. The Best of Brew, with short plays selected from our Theater Brew festivals, including Like Brothers, The Mountaineer, and In the Hole. Digital video projects like Democracy Sucks, Mask of the Red Death, and my very own The Speck of Dust in Bugsy's Eye. We've presented 2 poems by Gay Barabbas, including Biko, read by Evander Duck Jr., and When the Hollow Men Come, read by Ames Adamson. We've joined with 4 other theaters to bring you episodes of the #Theater5 Alliance in support of unique regional theaters like NJREP. Esteemed actors from stage, film, and television have banded together to present our audiences with their personal, compelling stories. These episodes are currently available on the NJREP website. In addition, we've shown over 50 clips from our Beyond the Curtain series. These are testaments from the many playwrights, directors, and actors who've enjoyed the collaborative working environment at NJREP. Here are some video clips from Beyond the Curtain.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Kwan, and in 2018, I had the immense pleasure and honor of joining the New Jersey Rep family.
They're my family.
The NJREP family.
The real family.
Not only was I exactly where I was supposed to be, but the people in the room wanted me there.
But the best part was getting to work with the people.
Everyone who works at New Jersey Rep is there for the right reasons.
I'm nourished by the people I've met there, and I'm nourished by the passion that goes into everything they do.
The ability they have to make magic.
They create a whole world in this tiny little space. They create worlds, new worlds.
They're a special place.
And this theater is truly a gem of a theater.
And they're constantly doing new, interesting work.
They are very smart at what they do at developing new plays, but they're also very lovely and caring.
There is no better birthplace of new American plays than New Jersey Repertory.
They like to push the envelope.
Groundbreaking.
Never compromising.
Daring, bold, storytelling.
And new work, new playwrights, new stories.
The professionalism, the artistic freedom, and the vision.
It was the crowning experience that I've had as a playwright.
It was one of the best things that I've ever worked on.
I feel very blessed to have worked on a main stage.
I'm honored to be an actor in the New Jersey Rep Company.
I had the privilege of working in New Jersey Rep.
So I'm very proud to be associated with the theater. They do fantastic work.
I thank you for allowing me to take part of your story.
Because of them, I've been able to become the fight director I wanted to be.
And I'm so proud to have been part of their season.
They're a powerful force of good in our artistic theatrical world.
Gabe, Suzanne, thank you for your support and commitment to me
and to so many others.
Thank you so much for all you are. Thank you for the vital work you are doing at New Jersey Rep.
So I hope that they can continue to change artists' lives as they have changed mine.
Thank you, New Jersey Rep, for making what I do matter.
Leave the ghost light on.
That darkness will not last forever.
Plays are being written.
Stories that need to be told.
I can't wait to get back.
And I hope to be back soon.
We will be back.
Cannot wait to see what art is on the other side.
Hello, my name is Max Barabas. As a child, I had the opportunity to perform in the Broadway theater with Yul Brynner in The King and I. In addition, I did 2 tours of South Pacific, one with Robert Goulet and the other with Richard Kiley. In addition, I performed in Hal Prince's Madame Rosa starring Georgia Brown. A few years back, my parents started the New Jersey Repertory Company, and as the lights here in Broadway have temporarily dimmed, unfortunately they have also dimmed at my parents' theater. So I would now like to introduce to you my mother. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Suzanne Barabas, the Artistic Director of New Jersey Rep. I hope you are all enjoying our presentation and that you've had an opportunity to see some of the virtual programming Joel has told you about. Now I'm going to tell you about what's coming next, virtually and live. Joel mentioned the hashtag Theater5 Alliance, which is an alliance of 5 professional theaters from around the country, keeping live theater alive. That's our motto. If you missed any of our first 3 releases, you can see them on our website. The initiative to keep live theater alive was the brainchild of one of our patrons, Dan Lauria. Dan gathered 52 of his celebrity friends and asked them to tell a personal story, share a poem, or spoken word that they'd written, and they did just that. So far, we have 18 extraordinary segments that should not be missed. And every month, we will release another 6 videos with stories that will make you laugh and maybe bring a tear to your eye. Also coming to you virtually, some new plays. Murder at the Apthorpe by Ed Dixon, starring Ed Dixon, Harriet Harris, Matt Sullivan, and Jesse Swim. The Nice Man Cometh by Michael Tucker, starring Jill Eikenberry and Michael Tucker. My Dead Wife, written by and starring Mike Foley. Blue Bench by Alex Murillo, from the Best of Theater Brew, starring A.J. Melnick and Max Arnaud. Escape by Leah Romeo, which will also be performed live in the spring when we present our Fire Escape plays. These will be presented outdoors at the West End Arts Center. The audience will be seated outside and the actors will perform on our fire escapes. Several short plays will be presented in this format. Now on to our main stage. As Joel mentioned, we closed our doors on Friday, March 13th. Friday the 13th. We had just opened the promotion, and since so few of our patrons were able to see the play, we are going to bring it back when we reopen. And to tell you a little bit about the promotion is the director, Evan Bergman.
Thank you, Suzanne. My name is Evan Bergman. I'm on the board of New Jersey Rep, and I also serve as the Associate Artistic Director of the company. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was almost 9 months ago that I was in rehearsal for our production of The Promotion. And unfortunately, due to the COVID outbreak, we had to close the show down. And though someone most famously said, there are no second acts, fortunately, that doesn't pertain to the theater. We know many of you didn't have an opportunity to see the play. So after the theater is allowed to reopen, we plan to revive our production of Joe Gianvetti's fantastic play. The Promotion is a humorous look at the world of insurance salespeople, while also examining the human consequences. We look forward to sharing this thrilling production with you again. When we reopen, we plan to have the ability to stream plays to our members who might not yet be able to come back to the theater. We also are in the process of updating our facilities so that our bathrooms and our ventilation systems are more efficient. And finally, and this is the most important thing, we look forward to the day that we're all back in the theater together so that we can hear Gabe say to remember to always enjoy, enjoy the show. Thank you again for coming. And now I'm going to send it back to Suzanne.
Thank you, Evan. As Evan mentioned, we are bringing our 2021 season to you live in our newly updated theater. And remember, for those of you who prefer to see the plays from the comfort of your living room, we will be offering live streaming as well. A few of the premieres we hope to bring you in 2021 are What Doesn't Kill You, written by and starring James Hyndman. The Forest, by Leah Romeo, starring Maureen Silliman, Alberto Bonilla, Dana Brooke, and A.J. Melnick. Alabaster, by Audrey Cephaly, which is a national New Play Network rolling world premiere. Tea with the Boss, by Lee Blessing, starring Dan Lauria, Wendie Malick, and introducing Gwen Malick, Wendie's niece. Pinup Girls, the musical you've been seeing some of the show-stopping numbers from this evening, plus some surprises along the way. In addition, we will bring back our popular reading series that will be presented live in our theater and also live streamed as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of our presentation. And if you missed any of the program or would like to see some of it again, just visit our website, www.njrep.org. Thank you.
I'm happy to have had this chance to ask for your support for American Regional Theater. I come out of Rep Theater in America. Thousands and thousands of our best actors and actresses did. And great theater, great audiences come out of all those great institutions. These are hard times everywhere. But my heart goes out to all those struggling producers and directors and unemployed actors, as all of the regional theaters in all of our great cities have gone dark. Please keep supporting them. Please help them come back. Thank you so much for giving us your attention.
Hi, good evening. I'm Gail Winnar, and I am very proud to be a member of NJREP's family. I first came to the theater in 2005 as an actor, and as an artistic associate, I have gone on to direct, produce, and teach with the company. This evening, I'm very happy to take you on a tour of NJREP's West End Arts Center, which the company acquired in 2015. It's kind of amazing when you think about it, that this abandoned, dusty, old elementary school would be transformed through countless manpower hours from our volunteers and the labor and creative efforts of our designers, staff, and crew into the center you see today, with a working scene shop, art gallery, rehearsal studios, and 4 intimate theaters. In 5 short years, we've done some remarkable programming, which included the Theater Brew Festivals, featuring hundreds of short plays from playwrights from around the world, plus live music, art, poetry, photography, and children's events. 5 by Ferber, which is a festival celebrating Edna Ferber's work through adaptations of her short stories introduced by her great niece, Julia Gilbert. We've had art shows and photography exhibitions at the West End Art Gallery, adult acting classes and playwriting classes and improvisation, children's dance classes conducted by Dancing for Life, and we've offered free space to local nonprofit organizations for their meetings. This is just a few of the many, many, many events we've had, which have been attended by government officials like our mayor, assemblymen, congressmen, and our governor, Phil Murphy. So where do we go next, you ask? Thank you. The sky's the limit. It is our dream that the school will be renovated into a major cultural center with a state-of-the-art theater, a fine arts museum, a cinema, expanded gallery space, rehearsal studios, classrooms, and housing for our out-of-town actors, playwrights, and directors. As a matter of fact, you can take a virtual tour of our future West End Arts Center right now. So, thanks for taking the tour with me, and as Gabor would say, enjoy your evening. Cheers.
Friends, this is John Shea. I'm asking you to join me in supporting the New Jersey Rep. I've been there. I've seen their plays. Great actors, great directors, great writers. It's a great theater, one of the best on the East Coast of America. So please, a tax-deductible contribution for the New Jersey Rep 2020. Let's keep the theater alive until this pandemic passes. Thank you.
Hello. It's great to see you. I'm Americana. I'm the curator for the Dapple Pony Gallery. And I'm so glad that you came tonight because I have a story to tell you. You know, many, many years ago, I was there when we got the Lumia Theater on New Year's Eve. It was so exciting, and it was just the beginning of an adventure, one that continues to this day. Gabe and Suzanne have always wanted New Jersey Repertory Company to incorporate the visual arts along with the performing arts. So, with the Lumia Theater, we had the Broadway Gallery. And now, we have the real McCoy, the West End Gallery, at our art center. And we took one more step. Gabe said, Mayor, what do you think? And I knew we were in for a ride. And now we have the Dappled Pony. And I hope you take the time to come and see Valor and Victory, the work of Mr. Quentin Creed. Having a virtual gallery gives us the opportunity to share art with people all over the world. And we've reached so many people in this time of COVID that we hope that you enjoyed the show and that you come back again and be part of our family. And don't forget, bring an apple for Dapples.
Hello, my name is Quentin Green, and I'm a South Jersey artist. I'm actually one of the first artists to be in a virtual museum with New Jersey Rep and the West End Arts Center. I really appreciate everything that they have done for me. Being a part of this virtual museum, it has allowed my art to reach places that I don't think that I would have been able to in brick and mortar. And it's still growing as we speak, reaching different people in different places to get my art out so people can see it, to get my art out so people can enjoy it, to get my art out so people can feel who I am through canvas. My sole purpose in creating art and pieces of art is to reach somebody's soul, to reach somebody's mindset, to give them a new awareness. But the main thing for myself is to see my background, see a part of me, see a part of my Africa, Black history, see a part of the whole conglomerate, what Blackness is and how I feel as a Black man. Someone looks at my art and they feel what I feel. It doesn't matter the color of the skin, the nationality, where you're from. I have a mindset with my art is to try to reach any and everybody that desires to see and love art. One of my long-term goals as an artist and being a disabled vet, at the thought or idea of helping vets. A lot of vets deal with issues, and I deal with PTSD every day. I use art as a tool to comfort me, to give me the ability to think clear and to help me. And I know that art is a format that can do that. Art is a gateway that can do that. That's been a deep part of me since I first started painting on canvas and designing on canvas. Has helped me to achieve a lot of my mental goals. Really, I just really thank the West End Art Center. I really thank Gabe, Mr. Gabe. I really thank Ms. Murray for being a support to me. And then looking at the whole institution of New Jersey Rep, you can't find any greater people. Once they get behind you and begin to push you, it's absolutely no goals you cannot reach. It's absolutely no vision you cannot find.
Hi, my name is Marilyn Perlman, and New Jersey Repertory Company has been a part of my life for 18 years. It has enriched my spirit, nourished my soul with creativity. I have been a past president and presently a board member, responsible for new construction. My goal is to build a new theater with space for all the arts, which will enrich and enhance the community even more. I would like to thank you all for joining us and stay tuned for a more exciting time. Hope to see you soon at the theater.
Hello, I'm Andrea Fox, Curator of Photography at the West End Arts Center. I became part of New Jersey Rep's family after my show Shine 100 Women of Long Range hung in the halls during the 2017 Theater Brew Festival, All About Eve. As a curator, my focus is to support the themes of the theatrical events at West End Arts. We've hung group shows during both the 2018 and 2019 Theater Brew festivals, and the photos were a delightful addition. We don't have a gallery per se, so the work is displayed in the oversized hallway connecting the intimate theaters at West End Arts. Each set of photographs enhances the theatergoer's festival experience by expanding on the themes. We have presented a variety of talented photographic artists and will continue to do so live and virtually. Watch for upcoming theater, art, photography, and musical events at the unique West End Arts Center. We look forward to seeing you in person soon, and please visit our virtual gallery online. Stay safe, and thank you for your support.
Hi. Wanted to thank you for your support of New Jersey Rep. It's not deemed an essential business at the moment, but I think all of us will agree that theater plays an essential part in all of our lives, and we will be back. Until then, thank you so much to all the sponsors and patrons and for your continued support of New Jersey Rep.
Hey everyone, we have one more number for you.
But this song's actually from our next show, The Pinup Girls Christmas.
Oh,
hey, what about me?
Here's our lyricist now.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Waldrop.
So here are Jillian Lewis and Barrett Riggins performing a number from The Pinup Girls Christmas. Hey Mark, you got your drink?
Simpler times are what I see. That's my Christmas memory. Trimming the tree with popcorn on strings, handicrafts on display. I made a star from glue and popsicle sticks. The state of the art, straight from the heart when I was 6. And there on the door, some holly is hung, tied with a simple bow. A distant bell peacefully rings. These little things make Christmas fun, done in an old-fashioned way.
I really like to have a yard that's the talk of the neighborhood. A winter wonderland with snowmen and Santa Claus inflatables. I like the kind of decorations that are bold and supersized, the kind that wave at you as you go by, 'cause they are fully motorized. A flock of animated angels projected above the door. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir from speakers up in the trees. And in the front we'll do a choo-choo train that's driven by Mickey Mouse. If we can't be a little bit festive, what's the point of us having a house? I really like to have a yard that's the talk of the neighborhood. A winter wonderland with snowmen and Santa Claus inflatables. I like the kind of decorations that are bold and supersized, the kind that wave at you as you go by, 'cause they are fully motorized. A flock of animated angels projected above the door. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir from speakers up in the trees. And in the front we'll do a choo-choo train that's driven by Mickey Mouse. If we can't be a little bit festive, what's the point of us having a house?
Hi guys,
Ed O'Neill here. I'd like to wish you all a happy, healthy holiday season. And from all the actors, I would like to thank you for all you've done for regional theater. We think it's pretty important. We know you do. And we're hoping that you can continue your support. Thank you.
Well, we've come to the end of our gala, and I want to thank you all once again for spending time with us tonight and for being so supportive all these years. For those of you who wish to donate before the end of the year, there are several simple ways. You can go on our website at www.njrep.org, or you can send your gift by mail. And if you have any questions, you can call us at 732-229-3166. As you exit the theater and we roll the credits, as a final treat, actor, composer, playwright Greg Henry will entertain us with a song from his new musical. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, it's loaded. 12 speakers, heated leather seats in case your butt gets cold. Yeah, it's loaded. Voice command, the OnStar in a cruise control. Yeah, it's loaded. That's all you can say. Different settings for the misses, everything but the strokes and kisses. And so you don't have to ask. You never have to guess the dulcet tones of the little GPS. Navigating through these murky waters, through these troubled times, through the dangers on the highway, through the fog that's closing in, through this endless stream of losers, this deafening din. I'm anointed, touched, and blessed. Yeah, it's low. She whispers nothing but the truth, my little GPS. I cannot lose my way. Yes, yes, my GPS, yes, yes. Here I am, older, wiser, richer. Got it covered, I pick up the checks. I walk in, envy surrounds me. Heads are turning, craning necks. And the ladies fall. The ladies fall. 'Cause that's why it all goes down. Oh, to make the ladies fall. I don't worry about the cost. And I know my way around. But I think I might be lost. I think I might be lost. My position on the globe doesn't tell the story. My avoidance of the traffic doesn't clear my way. My step-by-step directions have left me in the dark. My approach drawn in pretty colors just messed my heart. I'm a small craft in stormy seas, battered and tossed. And the ladies fall. The ladies fall. 'Cause that's why it all goes down. Ought to make the ladies fall. I don't worry about the cost. And I know my way around. But I think I might be lost. I think I might be lost. Trying to give the memoirs a lift, and a young girl likes you right. And you think, oh, to what do I owe this gift? And before you know it, you're European, you're sophisticated, you're worldly wise. You can handle the missus and the mistress. You can handle heartache and lies. You can face the mirror, you can face the music, you can face the facts, you can face the wife, you can face the life alone. From a man's man to a fool's fool. In the blink of an eye, yeah, the slip of the knife. Lobotomized for love, for lust, for a better shudder, for something different, for another other. And I watch the young girl fall. I watch her fall. 'Cause that's why it all goes down. Ought to make ladies fall. Ought to make ladies fall. Ladies fall, I've forgotten about the cost. But I think I might be lost. I think I might be lost. I think I might be lost.